Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Medieval Dynasty. We've had a look at this in its early access build, and I believe it went on Game Pass as a sort of whatever they call it, but it's early access over on there. But we're back on my Steam profile, and we're going to be starting fresh today, because the game has gone into 1.0 release. Apparently it's added a whole bunch of stuff, like their changelog was a little vague at least, going on about added new animals, new story options, new missions, so it seems like it's been quite a bit of added stuff. They've also just put up a roadmap this morning covering all the stuff that they're planning on upgrading. I believe they're bringing in third-person perspective, birds, windmills, all sorts of stuff. So what does 1.0 signify? Well, I don't know, because they seem to be continuing to progress the same way, just as they were in early access. But at the end of the day, good for them for actually stepping up to the plate and saying, stuff it, this is the full release. This is full release and we're going to support it at least a little while longer. I think the problem with early access, there's a lot of problems, but one of the big ones is it is kind of abused by developers. You shouldn't really be sitting in there for very long. You should just be testing and rolling out content and then just release your product, right? None of this 10 years going nowhere, project scope and creep, all this sort of nonsense. Anyway, I don't want to lose the thread. Good news, this is a full release. Great opportunity to check back in. If you've never seen it before, it is a colony builder, but in first person, more from a simulation perspective, as opposed to an RTS. You play as your sort of basic just dude with a hammer building with menial tasks. In fact, it is one of those things that it does put a big emphasis on the menial, mundane nature of the beginning, and to me it seems intentional gameplay wise. Building a house, a couple of houses, getting a little bit of industry going, trying not to die and starve to death, get a misso, marry her, knock her up, make a little baby you, and then you've got your dynasty, and if you die, I suppose you pass down to that kid, and you could also invite people into your village as you get prestige, and essentially you grow an entire village, but it is very much from that grassroots perspective of swinging the hammer and putting the nails in yourself, at least in the beginning. So yeah, it's a cool game. I've enjoyed what I've looked at it. If this is well received, I'm happy to do more episodes and turn this into a little bit of a playthrough. But yeah, anyway, that's most of the information that you might need to know if you're not familiar with this game somehow. It's pretty good. It's very good actually. But if you are easily bored,
I used to have
you could have a
life.
problem with this.
Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it.
Because it does
Being
do the
eldest
menial
son,
stuff, which
tough.
I find interesting.
But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came.
War was declared. This splash art at the beginning is
Lost
so
everything
amazing.
overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered.
Eorden, my
story
uncle.
my mother once told me.
I think that's his name.
A
I remember.
story about my uncle, Jordan.
Yeah.
He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it.
Yeah.
This is where I can start a new life.
Yes, lad. Honestly, one of the best intros of a game, because a lot of games get a bit fart sniffy, right? I hate to break it to you game writers. If you were a good writer, you wouldn't be writing for a video game, right? No one greenlit your Netflix prospectus. So, don't hijack companies with your crap story. A generalist, broad, sweeping statement that doesn't cover everything. But if you're going to go, here's a game, here's an intro with some cool splash art, your village got burnt down, you've gone to another village, go. That's it. That's all you need. Off we go. Game's ready to bloody go. There are exceptions. There are some phenomenal stories in gaming. There are. But more and more I find the ones that do less is more bring more. Anyway, here we go. Now, I heard maybe the map had changed. Looks the same to me. What is this? Victor won the Beloved. Oh, that must be the king or something. That's cool. Oh, we've got temperature. So this is all pretty robust stuff. We start with a little bit of food, big old bloody oat roll, and then you've got these different skill categories, which seemed quite limited when I was playing, actually. Hang on, let's go to survival. A lot of these were placeholder. You couldn't, but it looks like they're now actually skills. Athlete. Okay, well that's good that they're, because this tree was pretty piss weak, to be honest. So that's cool. And it is one of those games, you know, you level by doing. All right, here we go. Look at this. Gostova, Hornica. All right. Well, we'll go down into here because the little exclamation mark's telling us to. Basically, like I said, I've done this before. I probably will zip over at least the intro story because it's very wordy. I can give you the bloody, as according to a Gronk bloody bogan, that dude was in the ground. Don't pretend like I didn't see you. You can go and buy people's balls and that, and they're very expensive. $4,500. I'll be lucky to make like a couple. This dude's like, yeah, your uncle was a cool dude. And he's dead. Children in games are just nightmare fuel as far as I'm concerned. Your uncle was great. He did so much for the town. Now he's dead because the trade went bad. Here, have his hammer. Have as much land as you're willing to pay taxes for. There you go. That's what this guy's going to say. Those eyes, I didn't think I would see them again. Oh, wait, hang on. This is different. One as blue as the sky and the other. Oh, I'm heterochromical or whatever it is. What's that? I can't remember the word for it. I got David Bowie eyes. It's funny, my grandmother used to describe them exactly the same way. Yeah. So you're not a ghost. For a second I said, okay, well maybe we will read this. Mistaken me with someone, I'm new in these parts, just arrived. Wanda's son, aren't you Jordan's nephew? Did you know my... No, not really. I knew of her. Yep, okay. Don't think I understand. I mean, did I know her? Is she well? I hope she is now, wherever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Will can be cruel. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. I don't really want to talk about it. It's okay. They died so I could live. I plan to make the best of their life in order to honor their sacrifice. A good answer. A strong man's answer. It's very mature of you. Exactly. I like you. Wait. Unighost. That's your name, is it? So I think he's sort of like the steward around here, or whatever you call it. The marshal. The head of the town. I'm sure they'd be glad to hear that. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. I came here looking for him. Rasmir, I hate to be very bad news. He's no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. Oh no. It can't be. What happened? Don't worry, he died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer, I can promise you that. Now, have they actually changed the whole story, or are they withholding? Because it used to be that he took a trade caravan and he got killed by bandits or something. Oh, what should I do now? You're free to go whether you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you permission of the Castellan to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take land for free. You have to pay taxes to the king annually. But apart from that, you're free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least get caught doing so. Well, at least he's pretty honest. Sounds amazing. Valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. Glad to hear that. You can't find resources all over the land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground. Craft yourself a simple axe. That's good that they're telling you that. Yes, with it you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. You can create a wooden hammer. That will be crucial in building. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife. Dobbo. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. Then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you the stories about Jordan. That sounds like a plan to me. All right. You know, I was talking about poor writing in games. That is infinitely better than the sort of, well, now it seems placeholder stuff that was there previously. That was the previous stuff was serviceable. That was actually really good. For the info dump required to set the game up, I'm quite impressed with that, but that's only because I've seen what it was before. Okay, and look at this, it's telling us about collecting resources. That's wonderful. Now, where are we going to build our bloody city? because I think, you know, on a little crossroads makes a lot of sense. I've done up here before, but to be honest, there was like maybe out here. There was quite a cool bit of land out here. There's also like some pretty bad contouring. It might be here is where I'm thinking. But look at that all the way out there. That looks really nice. I'm not sure, but we'll go out that way. We'll go out that way. I've tried both sort of east and west. I suppose I could go further out. Like I could go around the lake and that, but it makes a lot of sense to be near this dude because it seems like he's my main quest giver. There seem to be more cities as well than last time I played it. Yeah, I like the idea of being near the lake. That makes sense. We can do some fishing, get some reeds. Reeds are something you need to sort of get more of. Yeah. Yeah, it seems, the build seems to be running much smoother than I recall. Well, who knows, I might have upgraded my PC. But I remember in previous times it would hitch a little bit. Now it's buttery smooth. So that's cool as well. Yeah, this is cool. It's great to be back. I'm very impressed with this. Yeah, so down here we've got some nice little bridges. So you've got stamina bars and all that. So there are survival mechanics. I like the little lake running, the little river running down. But very much, this clearing seems sensible to me, you know? This seems like the place. How close are all the other little towns? I hope I'm not cramping your style too much, am I? I think we'll be all right out here. Yeah. Or at the very least, it'll be a nice little lake, you know? Nice little hut by a lake. Oh, what's this? Put up your dukes. Okay, cool. Let's start grabbing some stuff. Grab some sticks. Sticks and stones. I need some more sticks. I found the rocks to be a pain to sort of try and eyeball. Is it control? No, control's crouch. Alt? Alt gives you like Batman detective vision. Help you see animals and shit. So that's kind of cool. But I don't think it helps you see rocks. Yeah, see like that. That's actually stone. It's kind of tricky because, you know, you could quite easily just think that that's part of the background, you know? Tree cutting. Cut down a tree, you have to have an axe. Yeah, look at this. This is much better. They've implemented some really... I actually love these sort of picture-in-picture video tutorials for a game. It makes sense, right? Consider language barriers and all that. The text is only going to get you so far with people all across the globe playing your game. But if you show a video of someone doing the activity, you can reach anyone, and anyone at all sorts of age groups. If you really want to go down the accessibility hole, you know, it's pretty much the lowest common denominator. Doesn't matter how smart or dumb you are. You know, you can, you know, to put it plainly, most people can watch a video and figure it out. All right, now, how do I craft? It's Q. Bring up Q. Handcrafting stone axe, right? I find this game cathartic, but like I said, I have my eyes wide open. I can totally see how this could shit people to tears. I could see this to be an incredibly boring game to certain people. And I know it's just virtual and it's a toy, it's a video game, but there's something cool about when you build your little house and you put all this bloody work and effort into it. You know, there is a bit of a... It's close to, well, not building a real house, but you know what I mean. There is a sort of sense of achievement. I need a shovel to pull up that stump. Now, could I have cut that tree lower? I wonder. Let's try this out. Can I crouch? Let's cut it as low as possible. Oh, you're not having it. Wow, and they are big poo stumps. I don't think those stumps were that big in previous builds. I get the feeling that they're intentionally a pain in the ass, so you have to pull them out like Farm Sim. I kind of love that just pulling one stump out in Farming Sim. God, I can't wait for the new one. Oh, that's weird. Just cutting one stump out is nightmare fuel. Oh, I can just take that? Okay. Now, where are we at? Cut trees, 3 out of 5. Oh, I must be encumbered. I'm encumbered. Hang on. Let's just cut the trees. 4 out of 5. I'll stop picking up tree. Spruce tree. Nice. Get in the spruce moose. Wooden, which way are you going? Wooden hammer. There we go. Right. Now, inventory. Let's get rid of some of these logs. Drop. I don't know, I'll drop like half of them. Where do they go? Oh, is that 7 logs? Alright, we'll have to remember him. Because that'll be a pain. Yeah, so you can pick reeds to get straw. Look at this. Oh my goodness. See, we picked the right spot. They're so plentiful here. They're actually a pain in the ass to find along a lot of the banks. Not on my watch, baby. Oh, I'm so glad to be playing this. It's such a good game. Such a great game. Make sure you let me know if you want to see more. Like I said, these first episodes, they are in fact an overview. I show a bit of gameplay, I give you some thoughts on it, some comparisons maybe to other versions of the game or other games in the industry. You know, I give you the cursory information that you as a gamer can use to go forward and actually figure out if this game's for you. But like I said, if we do find ourselves a niche of hungry people that want to see a playthrough of this, then I love the idea of playing through games longer. You know, but I won't force the issue. So make sure you let me know if you want to see bloody 100 episodes of this, and we'll do that. Okay, cool. So we're going to place a little house. And we're going to do it from here, the building menu. Now, I'll go into another thing like production. You can see so much of them are locked because we don't have the technology. Crafting technology is what it's saying. Now, I think that is related directly to my skills. Hunting, farming, diplomacy, survival, production, crafting knowledge. It did say crafting, and I don't see a thing called crafting. Like, I saw crafting knowledge here. 5% more XP game. Now let's get to the bottom of this. What if we go to buildings, hunting, survival? Well, that is one of the things. Farming. Maybe that's just a syntax issue. Right, survival, farming. Yeah, okay, so they should call this crafting instead of production or something like that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go houses, and you can see here we can make this basic house, but I don't have enough logs to even lay the blueprint. So let's go find Mr. 7 logs over here. How it feels to cut 7 logs. All right. Look at that. Nice. I mean, let's have our door facing this way because, you know, if we do end up building more stuff. Well, maybe we do have it facing the river. So when I go out the door, I see the beautiful river. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, we could always run like a little road around here or something. Bloody whatever. Nice, look at that. Yeah, look at this. You wake up in the morning, you come out here. Oh, look at this lovely little lake. So nice. Okay, cool. Let's get the hammer out. I believe you can hotkey your inventory. So we could... that's in 1. That's in 2. There we go. 2. And then you just start beating the shit out of it. And magic. I believe in magic. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's got a little marker on the front. They seem to be busting up my hammer. It's wearing down my stamina and all that as well, but, you know, as one might expect. I need more sticks. Okay. Nice. Oh, look at that. Exactly the right amount for there. So you can see, like I said, some people are going to find... Personally, I find, like, almost catharsis from this. But others will find this monotonous. For sure, for sure. Then that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the game. That's more just an example that not all games are for all people. Oh, my survival level went up. Cool beans. I think I chopped down some trees up there, but let's just chop this one for bloody good measure. Because I need more logs. That was a large log. Okay. 2, back to my hammer. I might spend those survival points. They might help me out actually. Skills. It's points to spend. So we've got this. 5% more XP gained. That's kind of cool. More temperature tolerance. That's cool. Higher poison resistance. Let's increase this. You want to spend your skill point? I do. Give me higher gain. Water. Hydration is crucial. Water can be stored and transported in buckets and the water skin. Well, look, I hear you, game. I hear what you're trying to tell me. Let's go and have a bloody sip over here. Oops, sorry. That should be right. Yummy. Okay. Alright, belt my sticks into my house. So you have like a dynasty sort of reputation. I wonder if you can pull it up here. Management. Oh, here's your technology. Oh, look at this. I don't remember any of this. Oh. Maybe that's where I was getting it. Well, it still says production, not crafting. Farming. Survival technology. Look at that. So it's going up. So we will unlock these things at 50. I don't remember this tree. That's kind of cool, actually. Management. Here's your dynasty reputation, right? Taxes. Development stage. Look at this. Buildings 1 out of 1. So I'm not actually allowed to have more than one building anyway. I think. Water demand. Okay, yeah. See, so it does actually get quite intense with the management components. Now, what's this? Status of my house. Not really going anywhere, is it? That's cool. So yeah, I feel it'd be a lot of work to get into that end game place, but it's going to be worth it. All right, now let's do the roof. Probably need some more logs. Something going wrong with these trees here, eh? It's almost like I chopped this tree down before. Alright. That should keep us going. Yes, you need a lot of straw for the roof. Plugging away. Simple house, 64%. Okay. Oh, look, this little sideboard part. Thought you could sneak that one past me, did you, game? Oops. Am I going to need a log for there? I need 2 more logs. There you go. There's one I prepared earlier. I'm getting a bit puffed. Oh, well, that's worked out kind of perfectly, right? I only needed 2 more. Look at my lovely house coming along. Very proud. Oh, look at that. Dynasty reputation increased. Go talk to Uni Ghost's Misso. Dynasty 20, look at that. Buildings 1 out of 5. Wow-wee. 5 buildings. So we can just walk straight in. Look at this. The Lonely Hearts bed. And this is the bloody Friday night bed. And then we've got a cauldron and a campfire. You can actually cook different things in the different areas. Right, so like you can soups and all that sort of stuff. Mushroom soup, veggie soup, porridge, apple porridge, cheese, scrambled eggs, nice. But if you actually go to the campfire, you can just basically roast up meat and fish, which is probably what we're going to be sustained by in the early days, I think. Yeah. Anyway, what a game. Good to be playing it again. Like I said, bit of humble beginnings, slow start. If this ends up being the only video we do, so be it. But at the very least, letting you guys know, the development has been ongoing. The game has come across in leaps and bounds, not only in features, but also in writing. Also in the build. The build seems to be running better also. The grind is probably a lot for some people, but it's also appropriate to what the game is trying to capture. So it doesn't really faze me because it makes sense. And it looks like they're going to be doing a lot more ongoing development, even though they hit 1.0. So great time to get around it. Check it out yourself. Let me know if you want to see some more episodes, and we'll keep having a chip away at it, and we'll see if we can have a bit more of a look at the later game, as it were. All right, team. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.